What's going on, guys? Back for another video here today. And today we got ourselves another video, and it's going to be my predictions for the early rewards of this following season. I'm just gonna get into them. MVP, I'm gonna come out last because that's the main award. I'm just gonna start with offense of player of the week. And by the way, I already did this video, but I recorded it and half of it was just like frozen, so I had to I'm gonna redo this to make it a lot better. And I had a lot of great points in the whole video, and it kind of pissed me off that I had to restart it, or you guys just had like a minute of just a frozen screen and then come back to a random topic that you guys didn't leave off on. So I'm nice enough to be like, I'll restart it. But pretty much we're gonna get into it. So we got Offense of Player of the Year award. I have two people that chances are who could win it, and then I'll pick who wins it. I already did it in the other video, but now that I know. So the two people that I was considering this award. Tell me down below what your guys is. What you think? Okay, well, I really think this guy has a chance, or this guy has a chance, or something. So let me know down below what your guys' picks are, if you guys even have any, It's hard to do, especially because halfway through the season, but some of them it's like, okay, these guys are probably going to keep doing what they're doing for the whole season, so you probably already know who's winning this, but maybe not. Who knows? But first we're going to start with obviously Offense of Player of the Year, and it's between, for me, Hawkins and Dalvin Cook. The reason I have these two as my two main people that I think that could win this award, and also another one I was considering was Aaron Jones. Like, obviously the Packers running back, he's not having a bad season himself. I think his better season was last year, I'm pretty sure. Starting off with Hawkins. The reason I thought Hawkins could be a big part of this is because his first year with Arizona, you could say, okay, I don't know why. Yes, I'm going because I went off some articles, so some of them could be a little older, but bear with me. About 40 catches with about 400 yards on the season and a touchdown. That was in okay, I said that so wrong, but anyway, actually no, I said that so wrong, but for a minute that made no sense. He has 156 yards, or 106. God damn, fuck this up. 153 receptions for 1,500. That makes no sense. But anyway, you guys know he's not having a bad season in general. I don't know what the fuck stat line I'm looking at right now. I'm not even sure. I'm not even reading this right. I was in 4 weeks ago. But anyway, he's not having a bad season, obviously. So he's definitely going to be up there. And then, obviously, probably one of the best plays of the year. Also, he was a part of. But he's up there. That's all I'd say about him. I know I kind of didn't really say much, but you guys know him enough where he's up there for sure. I also heard like rumors of Devontae being it also for how good of a year he's having. Also, I'm not gonna. Yeah, I don't think he's in this competition, but But anyway, I'm gonna go to Dalvin Cook because Dalvin Cook is the player that I do think is gonna win it. That's why I didn't say much about Hawkins, because I believe in I think Dalvin Cook is definitely in it with like, I think he has, like, what does he have, like, trying to think of what the fuck he has right now. I can't think off the top of my head what he has. But anyway, like, he's ripping up the sheets, Dalvin Cook is, and Dalvin Cook, especially against my Packers, I think it was, what week was it? I don't know, but it was the second meeting with us. And the man went off for, I think it was like 5 or 4 touchdowns for like over 100 yards or some shit. Like, and then he's doing it. He's not doing the same performance, obviously. You know, consider the MVP conversation if he kept doing that. But he's definitely on pace. You know, maybe for like, I don't know, maybe like almost 2,000 yards and maybe 24 to 30 touchdowns or something this season. Like, is just my guess, because he's playing pretty goddamn good, and I think he's already at 1,000 yards. I'm pretty sure leading the league in rushing yards. And I think I'm not sure last week, because I think he got holed up a bit last week, but 2 weeks before against us, and then whoever he played after us, I think he had like 400 yards or something in that like period of that. Maybe, I'm not sure. I'm not going to go off of that completely, but the man has been doing a stud. And coming from a Packer fan, you know, Dalvin Cook's a beast. You know, they've been really lucky to have Adrian Peterson and Dalvin Cook at their running game to destroy the shit out of our garbage defense for years. But yeah, I'm gonna have him winning it Offensive Player of the Year. Tell me, in your opinion, who do you have winning Offensive Player of the Year? You know. Okay, next we got Defensive Player of the Year, and there's 2 players. Obviously, one already won one that, excuse me, has a contention of obviously winning it this year for how good he's playing. And the first one is obviously Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald's, you know, always been in this conversation every year, so you know, he's still having a good season this year. Definitely considered of it, you know. You know, he's playing pretty good. I think he has what does he have? I think he's like 13 tackles, about 3.5 sacks, a forced fumble, and 10 quarterback hits. That's, I'm not sure from this article. This article might be a little old. Let me double check this article here. Yeah, October. Damn, this is actually really old. Now that I look at this. But anyway, he's looking good, you know, so far through the season here. I think he definitely has a chance of this award. He's still looking good. I think his stats are looking a little better now compared to that. But another player that I actually have winning this award is Myles Garrett, for even after last year, what he did and all that shit, how he got, you know, out for the year. I think he has a high chance of winning this award. I think he's doing a great, like, I think he has over 10 sacks now. I think he's actually leading the league. Don't quote me on this, but I think he's actually leading the league in sacks at this moment. And he had I think 5 sacks and 13 quarterback pressures in a 3-game span, you know? And that's just like, oh my God, you know? And he's playing some good ball. I mean, I definitely so far have him as our Defensive Player of the Year. Obviously, we'll know later in the year. But yeah, those are the 2 that I have really in there. And by the way, like, my pick, if the other person that I have on here wins, I'm gonna count it as a great prediction, because, you know, I picked out 2 out of a million players that could be in this position right now, you know. But anyway, next is I'm gonna go Coach of the Year and then the rookies. So Coach of the Year, I'm gonna give it. So there's two players, or two players. 2 coaches that one that surprised me from a lot of articles that I've seen was Matt LaFleur. I'm not really that surprised, but I'm kind of surprised too, knowing that how, you know, Pittsburgh has been doing. And by the way, Pittsburgh's the other coach, obviously, Mike Tomlin. But Mike LaFleur, you know, I think he's like 20-5. I think so far in his 2 years, so far as head coach. By the making of this video, because the Colts game is today, so, you know, hopefully maybe 21-5. But we'll see, you know. But either way, if you lose the game, it's still not bad in general. But you know, he's having a good. I think he's definitely contention. If we keep going on a pace of winning games, and maybe I don't think he wins it if he gets first place, or if he gets first place in the NFC. I think he wins this award. Well, only if Mike Tomlin, it might be close at that point. But I think right now, Mike Tomlin, I'm giving it to Mike Tomlin. They're 9-0 at this point, and they're playing pretty good football on both sides of the field. You know, and yeah, I just have them winning, and I actually pretty sure. I think I've seen something like Mike Tomlin has never had a losing season since he's been with the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm pretty sure, or just ever. I forgot which one, but I think his worst season was 8-8, and that's just right in the middle. But hey, that's interesting. But I have Matt LaFleur losing this one with Mike Tomlin, because right now they're undefeated. Why wouldn't he be in first place right now, or just the coach of the year, because how good his team is playing right now? And then obviously to the rookies of the year, obviously offense rookie year, I have 3 sitting here that could potentially get it. First one is obviously Justin Jefferson. He's playing pretty good ball at the receiver. I think he's playing one of the better. Like, I think everybody's been talking about CeeDee Lamb or Jerry Jeudy and shit like that. Players like that, or even T Higgins. He's kind of like an underrated receiver right now. I'm just talking about them, and I haven't heard much around by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson's actually not having a bad season for the Vikings at this point. I think at one point, like, he had 6 receptions for like 350 yards and a touchdown in like a couple. And that at that wait, I read that so wrong actually. Yeah. Funny thing is he had 11 of those catches of that stat line there, and 280 of those yards are in a 2-game span. And I get this article's a lot older, so I'm going off one article right now. But pretty much, he's balling out. I think he's definitely, and a lot of people are talking about Joe Burrow of this award, and yeah, he's the number 1 pick and all, but I don't think he deserves this award, at least right now. His team's not playing that good. Him himself is not doing that bad, but if he, maybe turns around in this season, I don't think he will in the division he's in, because everybody besides them are good in the division. So I don't think he can turn it around or something, or somehow he does. I don't think he does, but hey, we'll see. I don't think he wins this award because how bad they are. But the 2 quarterbacks that I have 2 other quarterbacks with this receiver, and one is Joe Burrow. I said that I don't think I said this on video, so there's not really a recording of it. But I did say Joe Burrow. Like, a bunch of my friends can, obviously you guys can't ask him, but even if you could, a bunch of them would obviously say yes to this, is because I was telling one of my friends, my boy Clayton, before the draft, and I think I might have told another friend of mine, I don't know, but I was talking so much stuff about Joe Burrow, Justin Jefferson, Justin Herbert, god damn it, Justin Herbert, and how good I feel like he's going to be in this league. I feel like he's going to be like one thing I did say, and it was a lot too early to say about it, I do see a lot of Aaron in him. He's a lot mobile. He's a mobile quarterback. He can throw that ball right down the field. Everybody disrespects Aaron Rodgers, throw power, at least at the age that he is at right now. But I think, and he has it, I think he has shines of Aaron, but I'm not going to fully say it because, obviously we need to see more of him, because this could be just one good year and then disappear. But I call him the dark horse of the quarterbacks in this draft, or maybe even just the dark horse of this class. I'm not going to say that fully because I know there's been a lot round picks that have actually played some good ball right now. But out of quarterbacks, I think he's the dark horse of the quarterbacks here, even if he was taken before Tua. But I think he definitely has a chance at this award. We'll see what he does at the other half of the season if he can turn it around, because really he should be positive if he didn't blow a lot of the leads that he blew. that he had against like people like Breeze, Brady. You know, those are just to name a few. But I think he has a chance at the award. I don't know if he gets it, but we'll see what happens. Obviously, we're only halfway through the year. And then the other one was Tua. Tua was the other one. Obviously, took it after. Obviously, Justin Herbert. He was taken after him, and was it before him? I can't remember. I think it was before him actually. Um, yeah, it was before him. And he's playing some nice ball. I think he could be a front runner right now, but I'm not going to say it because he's only played like 3 games at this moment, and he's undefeated with those games. If he leads Miami to the playoffs, I think he wins this award because Vikings. I guess if he has a big, Justin Jefferson, if he has a really big end of the season or something, I guess he could have a chance. Um, mm, um, but or Joe Burrow if he can, not Joe Burrow, or even Joe Burrow if he can turn around a season, but I don't think he can. He could have a chance. But Justin Herbert, he's another one. Like he's kind of the same place Joe Burrow is right now. But I think he has a better shot than Joe Burrow does of winning this award because he can probably turn around. But hey, we'll see what happens with those two. But I think right now I'm giving it to Justin Jefferson at this moment because I want to give it to Tua, but I don't want to give it to him too early. Just so like I say, he doesn't play good halfway at the end of the year, and he just falls out or loses his starting position. I don't think he will, or if he doesn't make the playoffs. But if he makes the playoffs, I think, in my opinion, I'm going to say this now. If the Miami Dolphins make the playoffs with Tua at quarterback, I think he's definitely rookie of the year, offensive rookie of the year, in my opinion. But for now, I'm going Justin Jefferson. Defensive rookie of the year, I have Winfield on here. Winfield is one of the two that I picked is because he's actually not having a bad season right now. Like you could say, okay, what about Chase Young? He's having injury problems, so I'm not really going to put him in this conversation right now at this moment. I'm not sure if he's even playing. I don't watch much, Redskins ball lately. But I've heard he's playing pretty good, and his first month playing, he had like 25 tackles, 2 pass defenses, a forced fumble, 2 sacks. That's pretty good for Mr. Winfield in his like in January. So yeah, he's looking pretty good, and he's still playing pretty decent right now. And I think, yeah, in September he got Defensive Player Rookie of the Month. So that's big for that. And that's one. And then the other one was a player that I thought the Packers did have a chance of getting, but we didn't. His buddy told me about him, and I didn't really know about him at the time. And he's like, "Oh, this would be a great pickup for us." And we never. Obviously, you guys already know what the outcome of that was. But it's Patrick Queen. Patrick Queen is actually became a really good player at that linebacker position for the Ravens. That lost one of theirs to the Jets and C.J. Mosley. And he came in and he's playing some good ball right now. So I think what's the stat line? Like 30 tackles, a sack, forced fumble in just a 4-game span. And for a rookie, that's not that bad, especially for some of the rookies that we had to choose from. But yeah, I think he's definitely contention. I'm gonna give it to Patrick Queen because for the one reason I think the Ravens do make the playoffs, so he gets a lot more positions and a lot of big moments. I'm not sure when they actually do the awards. Is it after before the Super Bowl, or is it before the playoffs? But I'm pretty sure it's before the Super Bowl, so he gets a lot more chances. And the Bucks, I guess, do have a chance, but I don't know. I can see them more go towards Patrick Queen, but I don't know if the play in the playoffs count towards the or awards, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But I have him winning it, because I like him a lot as a player. I wish we did pick him because we'd be a lot more scary team if we had him on our team. Um, but yeah. And award, I wasn't really going to talk about it, but on this article it shows it, and I bet it is going to be one is Comeback Player of the Year. I wasn't going to really talk about this one, but because of I do it for just shits and giggles. Comeback Player of the Year, there's some good ones. Like the two I'm really looking at is Big Ben, coming off his injury last year and how good he's playing this year, and then Cam Newton. Obviously, he's not playing that good, but he's playing some good ball also. But if I had to pick out of those two, I'd probably just go off of Big Ben because how good he's playing this year, and that's the award I think of Big Ben could win for sure. I think he definitely wins it, even at the end of the year. I think for sure. I'm not sure what other awards there are, but if you want me to do those ones, let me know down in the comments. But I hope you guys enjoyed. If you don't, obviously don't dislike the video if you don't agree with what I say, because we all have our own opinions. So if you have your own opinion, go ahead and tell me down in the comments what your prediction is right now. Oh, actually, I forgot about the MVP. I didn't want to forget about that, but yeah, just tell me down below that what players you have winning it, or just the player you have winning it, and or why if you really want to, or hey, if you don't like my opinion, make your own video and I might react to it or something, of who wins it and stuff like that. And people know already on this channel, I'm not a big stat guy myself. I don't use stats that often when it comes to stuff. I'm more of an eye view kind of person, more than just stats. So I'm going mostly an eye view, but I did pull a couple stats out there, because I'm not gonna say stats are useless, because they do a lot of things towards awards like this and stuff. But yeah. But anyway, the MVP, I got two candidates. One, I could say one. I'll say three because one of them's not been playing that pretty good right now. First one is Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes is still having a great season. Not obviously great as his MVP season. Or last year. Last year he still played pretty decent. But he's still playing some good ball compared to the other two. And these are all quarterbacks, by the way. And he's not playing that bad, and I think he definitely has a chance. Like for the last couple of weeks, he's kind of went over the next person I'm going to talk about, and that is Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson, I had him as my front runner for obviously, like I think the first 5 weeks or something like that, and then over time it's kind of just pretty much. Changed a little because of the play he's having right now. He's doing a lot more turnovers. He's fumbling the ball. He's getting interceptions. So he's not playing too good at this moment. So yeah, that's my opinion when it comes to Russell Wilson. I think he's third in the rankings. A lot of people still think he is high in the rankings, like first or second. I think he's third to these other two. And my number one pick is Aaron Rodgers. Not because I'm a Packer fan. I still think he has a chance of losing this award, obviously. But yeah, he's had a couple he had a bad game in my opinion. I think he's only had one bad game in this season, and that was against Tampa. Obviously, no one on our team really had a good game in that game. We kind of got shredded. He threw 2 picks in that game, and it was just not a good game for him in general. And that's one game that really shot him low. But for the last couple weeks, he's kind of been getting up in that, rankings. But hey, we'll see what happens to later today. Obviously, this will probably be posted today, probably. And then the reaction to the Colts game probably will be posted probably tomorrow or Tuesday. One of the two. I'm not really sure yet. Matters what I'm doing. But anyway, I have Aaron winning it. One thing that I've always, known by Aaron, and he said it even on a show, he's like, hey, this bad year for me is a good year for most quarterbacks, and that is straight facts, to be completely honest, because if you look through time, like some of the great MVP seasons for a lot of quarterbacks, they throw maybe 4 picks in that season, or maybe 3. And then calling it a bad year for Aaron, he has only 3 picks on the season. So you know, I think a lot of people at this point is disrespecting Aaron a lot when it comes to stuff, but he's been getting that disrespect for a lot of years. Um, but I think he definitely has a chance of winning this award for sure. I think he's a front runner in my opinion. At this point, who knows what happens at the end of the year because we have some tough opponents coming up. Um, but hey, if Russ can turn it around and go back to what he's been playing like in this first couple weeks, hey, I think he definitely wins the award. Patrick Mahomes, like I guess if Aaron starts falling off and then Russell keeps playing how he is, he could slide in there. And I've heard also another person I'll mention, but I don't think he even is in the top three right now, and that's Josh Allen. Josh Allen's been kind of quiet when it comes to this MVP voting, is or candidates in general, is because he's playing some nice ball for the Bills, and I think he definitely has a chance at this because but there's a lot more better players at this point, in my opinion, that has a chance. But hey, we'll see what happens. I hope you guys enjoy. Who do you have winning MVP? Chances are, I think it's probably going to be between Aaron or Russ, but Patrick Mahomes definitely does have a chance of getting in there. Maybe even Josh Allen. We'll see. Hey, shit, that might be the four candidates for, because usually they give you like four candidates and then they tell you who's the winner. So hey, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, subscribe, and tell me down below the next rebuild. The next thing you want me to do, like react, predict, or anything like this, because I don't mind at this point, because I'm not really doing much for the next week or so. So I have open things, like I'm not doing anything for Thanksgiving. I thought about doing something for Thanksgiving on like recording. But hey, we'll see what happens. Who knows in the future, how this channel will go. But for now, I'm pumping out videos for you guys. Um, every few days, I'm not gonna do an everyday thing because I got shit to do sometimes. But hey, I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.